Welcome back. Here we are. The two most important things that can define you as a singer are your posture and your breathing support. I've really broken this down because it's not that hard, guys. As long as we put these things in place, you're going to be fine. So the first thing I like to do before we do any posture, any breath support, any singing is warming up. So I'd like you to stand up now if you can and pause the video, and all I'm going to get you to do is wiggle your hips and wiggle your legs, wiggle your shoulders and your head. Tell you what, it's too early in the morning. I think I've just creaked my neck. But as you can see, I'm moving my head side to side because it's pretty important, nice and slowly too. Pretty important, the head and the neck and the jaw. And I want you to just spend some time warming up that body, particularly the shoulders, particularly the legs, moving those hips from side to side and around if we can. I just want to make sure that you're all loose and relaxed because you're going to get on the ground, okay? A lot of people hold their tension in their shoulders. If you know you're the type of person that holds your tension in your shoulders, you're going to do a lot of shrugging your shoulders, okay? But just remember, I've explained it now, so when I say shrug your shoulders, everyone, but those who hold their tension in their shoulders, I want them to do that for me. There's lots of talk around the internet. There's lots of singing teachers that talk about singing from here, singing from the stomach and moving your diaphragm to do as you want. My view is this: as long as the breath is coming from this area of your rib cage. So what I mean by that is that your rib cage is expanding to take in air, not your shoulders, not your upper chest. What I'd like you to do to begin with is I want you to lie down on the ground with your knees up, really comfortable. I want you to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Really relaxed. I really don't want you to think about anything else. The most important thing about breath support for singing is to be ultimately relaxed. That's all. If you can achieve that, then you're halfway to where a lot of singers can't actually get. So pause the video, hop onto the ground, through the nose, out through the mouth, really slowly, and just relax. Okay, you're back. So what did you notice that when you lay on the ground? Did you notice that your tummy rose and fell? Great. But that's not going to really help with singing. Did you notice that your shoulders didn't rise up when you were relaxed and taking slow breathing? Good, because your shoulders aren't supposed to rise up when you breathe. But you may have noticed still that the upper chest did rise and fall. What I wanted you to just remind yourself of was the breathing through the nose and out through the mouth. So what we're wanting is, firstly, I want this area completely relaxed. This is your tummy. Don't worry about it. You might have had a previous singing teacher that said, oh, breathing through the stomach. I certainly for a long period of time have told people to breathe from the groin and use your diaphragm. Look, the diaphragm is a shelf of muscle that lies underneath the rib cage. It's like a parachute. It separates the organs and the intestines from the rib cage and the lungs up the top, and it also drops down as you breathe in and then comes back up as you release your air. But it's an involuntary muscle. You can't actually change or do anything with it. It's going to continue to doing this while you're still alive. What we can do is nice and relaxed, shoulders down. Now instead of my upper chest expanding, I actually want your rib cage expanding. And when I talk about that, I talk about that is my rib cage currently. The bottom of my rib cage. When I take a breath in, I can feel the back, the sides expanding to take air in. And when I exhale, I can feel the rib cage detracting and moving inwards. Exhale, expanding on the front, on the sides, and on the back. So I actually leave my hands here. Now, a lot of people say, oh, but look, your shoulders are up. For the purposes of the exercise, I want you to be able to feel your rib cage. I have a beautiful student who says, I can't feel my rib cage through my rolls. I'm sure if you press hard enough, you'll be able to find it eventually. Okay. So I want you to just try slow breathing in through the nose. Expanding that rib cage and out through the mouth. In through the nose. Expanding that rib cage and out through the mouth. Now, loosen up. You don't have to put your hands here. For me, it's just a good self-check, so I'm happy for you to copy me if you like. And are we ready? So what you're going to do is breathe in for 4 and out for 6. Ready? And breathe in for 4, 2, 3, 4, and out for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Close your eyes. Now let's try that again, but this time you're going to exhale on the hiss. I'll say ready, set, go to get you to quickly take that slow intake of breath. Don't quick anything. You're supposed to be extremely relaxed. Ready, set, go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, good. All right, we're going to try a couple of those. Are we ready? How are we going with this? Now, if you're an asthmatic, I want you to relax, because you may subconsciously automatically think, I'm not getting enough breath, I'm not getting enough breath. And so you start expanding that upper chest and those shoulders. It's okay. It takes weeks to get this right. But you know what? You're going to get it. And I tell you why. So when I first started learning this technique, and when I'm with physical students, what I say to them is, a couple of times a day while you're doing the dishes, while you might be sitting there watching TV, I want you to stand up and I want you to try this exercise. Inhale for 4, exhale for 6. Inhale for 4, exhale for 8. Inhale for 4, exhale for 6. Inhale for 4, exhale for 8. Inhale for 4, exhale for 10. If you just do 5-minute breath support exercises throughout the day, you're going to find very quickly, very easily, you'll be able to do this while you sing. Here's another thing that you might notice. You start doing it and immediately you start to yawn. Why is that? It's the body is subconsciously think you're not drawing in enough air, and you yawn. It thinks, oh, you've got to get some more oxygen in. It's normal, it's okay. Let your body yawn, that's fine, and then go back and do this. It does take a while. Okay, while you're also doing your inhale and exhale, I want you to, on the hiss, change it to a sound when you're starting to feel pretty confident. So, inhale for 4 and ribcage expands, and then you might exhale on an E. I hope you notice that my tone and my volume were all the same. Okay, what we're looking for is an evenness in the sound of our voice, whatever note. And don't pick a high note, don't pick a low note, pick a note that's comfortable in your voice. It's not important the note you make or the sound you make. What is important is getting that breath control.